Our show is a family show, and some of these things are expected. All right, so please go ahead and introduce yourself to our audience.
Hey guys, I'm Khushi Khater. I'm 19-year-old. I'm holding few of the prestigious awards of India. Like I'm an official record holder in the India Books of Record. I am the part of the Karmaveer Chakra Award, which was in association with United Nations. My two poetries are published in the International Poetry Digest, New York. And all my awards are by the age of mere 16, 17, and 18. And from being an average student to being an award winning student, it was a great journey, and that's only what I'm going to talk about today. Looking forward to have a wonderful conversation with all of you. Yes,
Awesome.
ma'am.
Thank you so much. So, Kushi, you're out of India. You are a poet. You are 19 years old. How did all of this come about? How did you decide to start writing? What life incident led to that?
Actually, there was a competition held in my school when I was in grade 10. And in that competition, I wrote a poetry and that got selected. And out of 60 students, when my poetry got selected, it gave me an encouragement to write. And my even my parents and my teachers encouraged me to write. So when I started writing, it used to give me a kind of pleasure, which nothing but art used to give me when I used to draw and sketch once upon a time. So from there, my writing journey started. And when I was 16-year-old, I got an opportunity to get my poems published in the International Poetry Digest, New York. So we had to submit few of our content, and if they are good enough, then the publisher would put the
Go ahead. The
yes,
publisher would
ma'am.
do. The publisher
Yeah,
would do what?
so the publisher would publish the poems. So
Okay,
that's how my poetry journey began.
that's interesting. So since the poetry journey began, what have you done apart from just writing? Are you selling? Are you writing to empower people? Are
Uh,
you
No, I have been a part of an anthology named Tranquilly Little Heart. In the month of August, the book was launched. It was an anthology where 15 other co-authors were also there, and it was compiled by Nivasni Mishra, who is a young author of Kanpur. So yes, that's how I have been. But not I have not been selling my books and my poetries or any other short stories also. I just don't write poems. I even write short stories sometimes, even one-liners, caption and everything.
Oh, nice.
And I
So do you
don't,
do that
yeah, and
professionally?
sorry.
Do you do that professionally? Do you do that with like if people can call you and you write for them and you get paid?
Uh,
Is that a business?
uh, no, it's not a business for me, but yeah, when someone tell me to create a content for them, I do. Like recently, there was a company which approached me and they told me to write a content for them. It was basically a bakery startup company. They wanted me to write a content for them, so I didn't charge them anything. But yeah, I do it. If someone asks me, I do it. And yes, I do have a lot of experience about writing about the after events. Like if there is an event happening in a school or college, I have an experience about writing them and submitting it as a record.
How often do you write?
I write sometimes once in a month and sometimes twice a week also. It depends on my mood.
Okay, okay. Do you guys have challenges in having access to materials that you need to help you write in terms of internet or books or inspirational materials? Do you get it easy or it's difficult to get things to help you
Uh,
keep writing?
it's both. Sometimes we get the inspiration from the sliders of the things, and sometimes it's hard to find them. Like recently, I wrote a poem on lockdown and on the COVID-19, which was the COVID-19 which I wrote, it was in a form of letter. So I got directly, but now it's been a long time. I'm not getting any inspiration or any such thing through which I can say that I am willing to write.
Okay. So can you read one of your poetries for us? Do you have any with
Um,
you?
Sorry, ma'am, it's in my cupboard and I didn't took out my diary.
Oh, okay. You can go get it if you want,
Just a second, I'll Google it.
or you can go get it if you want.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead while you find that. Thank you guys for joining us today. I would just love if you guys can please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Our guest is looking for some of her poetry that she's going to read for us while I am posting and inviting people. You can go ahead and do the same. Please invite your friends to join in the conversation. If you have questions, please, by all means, send your questions to the comment section and we will pick it up and respond to it. Also, remember to register for the Vigor Unsung Heroes Award virtual event happening December 6th. You can register at Vigor Virtual Conference 2020.eventbrite.ca. Thanks to everyone that have registered. You are supporting us to be able to put this event together virtually this year. So please make sure that you are registered. We need you to join in celebrating the essential workers through this pandemic and heroes around the world.
Um,
All
yes,
right.
ma'am,
So
yours is
thank you
me.
guys so much for connecting with us. And please make sure that you are connected. Awesome. Let me bring back our guest. Your video is upside down. Can you turn it around, please? All right. So let's bring her back up. Hey, Kushi.
Yes, ma'am.
All
So
right.
the
Go
recent
ahead.
poem which I wrote was on the novel outbreak COVID-19. If Corona had a voice, day and night you talk about me. You are scared, and I know that. You're worried. Some even challenge me. It's totally fine. I'm the most trending thing now, even in social media. Some are trying to make a vaccine and destroy me. You people say me I'm killing thousands of people. You call me dreadful and whatnot. I'm not dangerous more than you people. I'm not dreadful more than you people. I know I have killed lives more than you people. But you also think that what have you done to the nature and other living creatures on the planet Earth? You destroy them, kill them, but nobody will find a vaccine against you. You people have destroyed enough, and now it's my time to destroy you. Think, think, think. At least now start following the rules. Live peacefully, otherwise, you have to face dangerous things than me. Think, think, think. Yours sincerely, Corona COVID 19.
Wow. That is interesting. So that is on Google right now.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna find that and read it again. Thank you so much for sharing that. So tell us your life journey. What is your what brought about all of this and what is your message for our audience?
So basically, it happened in the early years of my teenage that I was in a complete isolated time. I was in that state of mind, like when you see a classroom full of children, everyone interacting to each other, but then in one corner you're sitting and sitting all alone. You don't have anyone to talk to. You don't know how to initiate a conversation. And I was that kid of my class. I was at that stage of my life when I didn't know what should I do. Whoever used to come, they used to say me something and I used to cry. It was a grade 9. My half yearly results were out and I scored only 40%, which were
Hmm.
very, very bad. So, all the way I went home crying and crying. I thought my parents would scold me, but that didn't happen. My parents rather explained me where did I went wrong, how should I have studied better, how should I have concentrated much, and where all I was lagging behind. That day I felt very much light after talking to my parents. And As soon as I was recovering from all those, I never knew there would be another hammer hitting at my back. It was the next day when I went to school and everyone was telling me I am a failure. I am good for nothing. I can't achieve anything. All those voices made me discouraged more. And again, just like previously, I cried, cried, and cried. My parents were noticing the unusual change in me, which I had never been. I was becoming an introvert child, and more than that, I was losing interest in every single thing. Drawing was my hobby since I was at the age of 3, but I was not even liking to do that. I used to only like to sit alone in the corner of my room or in my classroom.
Hmm.
So my parents unwelcomed this change and gave helped me to take admission into another school. And in another school, James Academy International School, my life completely changed. From sitting in the corner of the classroom to becoming interacting with everyone, to becoming the council member of the school, I have
Wow.
had all the phases. I served as a captain in my school for my house. And apart from all this journey was not a full of sorrows and full of happiness. It was a mixture of both. In the new school, in the initial days, I was bullied. I was bullied so much that an incident that had affected my mental health in a very bad way. I was being pushed from the stairs and I was made fall. Luckily, I didn't have any fractures or any stitches, but yes, I got injured a lot. I had scratches all over my knee and my hands. But when I complained, actions were being taken, and those people who bullied me just for their own sake of fun, they were being investigated from the school. So then I understood that only if I speak, my problems would be sorted. So from that day onwards, I allowed only motivating voice in my mind. Like, Khushi, you can do this. Khushi, you can achieve this. You are meant to have all those things. And soon I was becoming everyone's favorite, be it my faculties, be it my friends, and everyone. And I started performing well, both academically and non-academically. And I was taking part in all the competitions and events in my school. There's a science fest which is held in my school, which is one of the biggest science fests held all over the city. In that also, I became the volunteer. I volunteered, and there were around 20-22 schools, and I was in charge. Then comes the Zappas, which is a 3-day sports event. I was even a volunteer there. So from not talking to anyone to talking to everyone and becoming and knowing each other and interacting, and then I later understood the more people I interact with, the more I come to know about myself and to them. I will come to know what is happening in life other than my room. And the more I stay in the four walls, I will be creating more problem for myself. And biggest lessons which I learned that until and unless I speak, no one can help me. And trust me, my friends, my parents were the guiding force behind everything. My parents helped me to achieve everything. Today, all that I am is because of them. And my school, it has given me immense support, and like whatever I wanted to, they have held me everywhere. So my one message which I would give to all the viewers who are viewing me right now in the show, that no problem is big or small, it's how we take it. And trust me, if you give the best, you will deserve the best. So go live the life you imagined, and trust me, things will fall into place.
Wow. I love that. If you give the best, you will get the best. You deserve the best. I love that. You deserve the best. Wow. I'm so sorry to hear about your story. You are a very beautiful woman, and you're very intelligent, and you're very smart, and look at what you're
Yeah.
doing now. So I love the energy, and I love the way you transformed from all the negatives that were coming into your mind, that was putting you down, making you to fail. You said you began to talk, to speak to yourself, and you talked yourself out of it. One of the things that I love that you just said is, until you speak, no one will hear you. Talk more about that. How did you start speaking? How did you have the courage to start talking about these things that you're going through?
So my parents noticed, as I mentioned, my parents noticed the alpha income change in me. So as soon as they were seeing this change in me, they used to question me again and again. But I used to not reply. But there was a time when I had to reply them. So I told them few of the things. And later, it was just 1 month in my new school, and my mom met all my teachers and my coordinator, and everyone appreciated me, and my mom was very happy to know that the kind of improvement which I was having in my academics and non-academics, I was improving. But one thing which my mom had made my mom triggered was when my class teacher told that there is something which I'm not telling, and that is creating my trouble for myself. That is that I'm not interacting with others, and there is some kind of fear in me always. So that day I told about the bullying incidents that day, because there have been two, three incidents which had affected my mental health very badly. One was my slippers, my Crocs were being taken. I was sleeping in the classroom. It was an off period, so my Crocs were being taken off and they were being hide. They were kept inside the washroom cupboard. I was running all in the corridor without my Crocs. Second incident was my notebooks were missing. Someone had was trying to trouble me. And the third and the most difficult incident which I had faced was when I was being pushed from the stairs just for the sake of their fun.
Wow.
So when my mom, as soon as I reached home, I had managed to go to infirmary and get myself bandaged and put medicines and everything. The school nurse had done. But when my mom noticed, as soon as I went home, she complained in the school about what is happening in the school premises. So then the school authority and my parents both took actions and things were being sorted. So that was a moment when I realized that only if I speak, people will understand me what I'm going through. If I bottle up my own feelings, how can someone understand me? No one is a magician out sitting over there will understand me like this only. They can sense me, but they cannot understand the whole thing. So I started opening up. But to be honest, till now also, if I have to open up something, I open up to my parents because I know no one can understand me more better than them.
So you trusted your parents first before you started trusting anybody else out there.
Yes, yes.
So how did these bullies get to leave you alone?
Uh,
What did you
I
do?
had we had complained in school, and the school authority took action against them
Okay. Wow.
because
So
bullying is something which was not being taken in my school. It was a strict no for bullying in my school.
that's good. So what is your message to other bullies out there today that is causing pain, unnecessary pain for other people around them?
I would suggest them to talk to somebody, be it a therapist, be it the school or college counselor, their parents, friends, or someone whom they trust, whom they can understand that some to if I say to someone, that person will understand me and help me come out of that problem. Because recently I met a person, there was a talk show, through that I met a person. That person told me that I'm facing bullying, how can I overcome it? I told that person that see, if you talk to someone, then it will help you to overcome that. And the person was facing bullying since past 2 years. But when that person spoke to his or her friend, that person got relieved of it. And now that person is not facing any kind of bullying.
So
So the main thing in bullying is that only if you talk to somebody, then only your problem will get sorted. Otherwise, you're creating more problems for yourself. Because if I cannot say to anyone, I'll be keeping that thing in my mind and it would be troubling me again and again. That is why it
that's
is very important to talk.
very important to talk to somebody. Now, bully comes in different forms, shape, manners. Sometimes it's physical, like yours, that they pushed you over the staircase. Sometimes adults bully adults too, not just children, you know.
Yes,
Yeah. So, what is your advice for bullies, people that are bullying people?
you should talk again and you should not take anything against it. Bullying is a severe. Firstly, friends don't let bully. If that person is good enough and is having a proper mindset, that person will not bully you. If that person is bullying you, that means that there is some issue with that person also. Because it, according to a study, it has been told the person who bullies, they themselves are in some kind of other mental pressure that they take out in this way,
Mm-hmm.
especially in case of physical bullying. And to be honest, adult bullying, I have seen adult bullying so much. So in surroundings, I have seen in TV programs and everywhere. So bullying, any kind of bullying, need to be spoken. If an adult bullying is happening, suppose if a mother-in-law is bullying her daughter-in-law, then the daughter-in-law should talk to her husband or to her parents. If a child is being getting bullied by an adult, the child should talk to their teacher or their family members that I am facing bullying. This kind of bullying is happening with me.
Wow. I love your positive energy. You are very strong. You're very strong to be able to come out of this. And now look at you, a poet, an award winner, and you are motivating people to, that there is
Yes, ma'am.
always a way out. That's your message
Yes,
today,
ma'am.
that there's no matter what is happening around you, that there's always a way out. Am I correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So for people that don't have courage to be able to get themselves out of a bullying situation, how do you think they will be able to ever get past those bullies and stand up to their bullies?
It is very sad for me to say that, but if they don't have courage, it is very difficult for them because courage is the first step for any action. If I didn't have courage to talk about my bullying, I would not be sitting over here and talking with you in your show.
That's correct.
Courage
So
is the first step for every action.
yeah. So they go get courage, and after courage, they need to have a mentor, someone that is going to start to mentor
Yes,
them. They need to speak
yes,
to their parents, speak to people around, report the case. Don't keep silence. Bullying is not
yes.
acceptable. Bullying of any form is not acceptable. So,
Yes.
yeah, thank you so much. So, talk to us about some of your books, your poet. How can people get to it if they want to buy some or support you? And in the next, before you say that, just let me ask you this: in the next 5 years, where do you see yourself?
I see myself working in an MNC and living the dream life which I've imagined for.
What is your dream life?
I want my own car and I want my parents to be proud and happy of myself, of the person whom I'm becoming. And I want to own my own Audi and I want to work in an MNC, like which is on the top three MNCs of the world. And I
Wow.
want to give my parents everything what they have given me because all that I am is because of them.
Wow. Thank you so much for that. So you before I let you go, I would like you to talk to us about how people can get to your poems and support you and all of that, okay? Go ahead.
Yeah, sure. So I'll be sending my Instagram handle. Over there, there's a link attached. You can get about my all the poetries update. And second thing, my book. If you want, please DM me. I'll share you the link for the purchase of book. It's not my own book. I was a part of that book as an anthology writer, which is a co-author of the book. 15 other authors along with me have helped to finish that book, and the compiler of the book was Nivasni Mishra, who is the youngest author of the city Kanpur, which is located in India.
All
Yes,
right.
ma'am.
Thank you so much, Khushi. You're such a breath of fresh water to talk to you. Very, very, I love you. Thank you so much for coming on the Queen Amina show. Send me that link and I'll post it under this video. Please come back again anytime that you have a message, you have something you want to talk with our audience. By all means, just send me a message and I'll get my schedulers to schedule you on the show. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Uh,
Thank you so much for getting me on board. It was really great to talk to you and looking forward for more such sessions with you. Till then, guys, stay safe, stay healthy. Love and peace sending from all the way from me to you.
Thank you so much, Kushi. You have a wonderful rest of your night.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, thank you so much. What an amazing story of transformation by Khushi there, a young poet that has been bullied and told that she can do nothing in life, that she's good for nothing, she's just useless, and pushed from the staircase. She got bruises but survived it. Always being bullied by students in school. She decided to summon courage and start telling the family about what is going on in her life. And the parents got up, went to school, reported the case, and they started investigating it, got the bullies off of her life, and she started speaking. She got a mentor. She believes that if you don't speak, nobody would hear you. So she started speaking and started writing. Writing became a part of her escape from all of this mental torture that she was going through, because of the voices that have told her she is not good enough. And her poem, one of the poems that she wrote, got published at the International Poetry Digest in New York. Amazing, amazing achievement. Thank you so much, Khushi, for coming on the Queen Amina show. Couple of things before I let you guys go. Have you registered for the Vigor Unsung Heroes Award virtual event 2020? If not, please go on our website, https:// I don't know the difference, vigorawards.org, or you can simply just Google Vigor Virtual Conference 2020.eventbrite.ca and register for the conference. It's going to be amazing. You have a hero around you. We're going to be celebrating essential workers during this pandemic and heroes that are doing great things around the world. So join in December 6th, 2020. It's a Sunday evening, and it's going to be an evening of a lot of entertainment and a lot of true life stories of heroes that you're going to hear while you are listening and watching me. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks to everyone that have already subscribed. If you haven't, please do so. It costs you nothing. All you need to do is click the subscribe button, ring the bell, so when we come live, you'll be getting all our notification. I'm going to be back on air at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you join us. And our next guest is Angelina Unzilani. She is going to be talking to us about owning your own emotions. Powerful, powerful topic. So I look forward to seeing you guys on the Queen Amina show again in 1 hour, 30 minutes. So see you all soon. Thank you.